Thursday was marked by Christianity's Last Supper, the prayers in Gethsemane, Peter's 3 denials, the arrest, the interrogation, and the condemnation. Now, I've chosen to associate this Holy Thursday, some call it Maundy Thursday. I've chosen to associate this Holy Thursday with commitment. I suppose I could have chosen closure or betrayal or trust, fear, disappointment, or any of a number of other themes, but I've chosen commitment because I happen to believe by the time Jesus and his disciples gathered for that Seder meal that would become Christianity's Last Supper, he knew he would die. In fact, I imagine he knew well before that meal. So for me, commitment speaks to what it means to realize that I'm about to cross a point of no return in my journey toward new life. Now, it's circumspect, of course, but it seems there must have been at least some window in which Jesus could have said to the authorities in Jerusalem, I've been thinking about it. I've decided to just let you go on about your business. I'm going to go on about my business. We'll all be good. Or, I've been thinking about it. And let's just agree to disagree and we'll all be good. I mean, it seems that there must have been at least some window in which Jesus could have cut his losses and lived to fight another day. But perhaps among Thursday's lessons is this: he didn't sell his values. He didn't compromise his standards. He didn't abandon his inspirations. He didn't approach that point of no return only to spin about and head for the comforts of what had been. At no point in the Gospels is he recorded as having said, life prior to Monday wasn't great, but at least it was predictable. Life prior to Monday wasn't great, but at least I knew what to expect. He didn't sell his values. He didn't compromise his standards. He didn't abandon his inspirations. And I don't think I will offend anyone by suggesting that examples of individuals whose values would be sold are easy to find. Examples of individuals whose values would be sold for position are commonplace. Examples of individuals whose values would be sold for security, sold for power, sold for pleasure, sold for blatant and bare-faced monetary gain are commonplace. Now, it seems to me, though, that values which can be so easily sold, compromised, or abandoned aren't so much what I call values as they are assets, all too often spent to selfish ends. Beyond that, I don't think I will surprise anyone by suggesting that examples of individuals who have spun about and headed for the comforts of what had been are also easy to find. Why is the inertia, let's call it inertia, why is the inertia of abuse so often stronger than the pull of freedom? Why do so many who suffer physical, emotional, verbal, energetic attacks from another find themselves pulled back upon approaching that point of no return? Why is the inertia of fear so often stronger than the pull of possibility? Why do so many deeply and truly inspired souls shy away, just shy of their cosmic finish lines? I think it speaks to every business idea that has been sabotaged by its thinker who held a little something back, who stopped just shy of going all in, who stopped just shy of crossing that point of no return with his or her energy, intention, focus, determination, resource. I might say that it speaks to every business idea that has been sabotaged by its thinker who stopped shy of making a true and lasting commitment. As I've said so many times before, there is a reason the great lyricist put comfort before joy into the mouths of Christians every December. He understood this lure of a known mediocrity over a daring potentiality. So Thursday tells the story of courageous commitment. Thursday tells the story of follow-through. Thursday tells the story of going the distance, of staying the course, of seeing the thing through, come hell or high water, as my Southern mother used to say. Thursday tells the story of a consciousness, even being surrounded by the threats of the world, that says, I continue. I continue. I continue. I press on toward the higher call that beckons me to myself. I continue. And so it is that in our willingness, if not our firm belief, that all great archetypal stories, that all transcendent wisdom tales have relevance to the lives we live today, I suggest that in your pursuit of new life, there will come a point of commitment. So the questions of Thursday might include, in what aspect or aspects of my journey might it be easier just to turn back? In what aspect or aspects of my journey might it be easier just to give up? Let's close our eyes to explore these questions. Questions of Thursday. Take a deep breath. In what aspect or aspects of my journey might it be easier just to turn back? In what aspect or aspects of my journey might it be easier just to give up? Is there something of a familiarity with that which was that would draw me back into its comforts, no matter how mediocre? Symbolically speaking, are there betrayals, even arrests, condemnations that lurk in the shadows before me? Does my path forward present uncertainties and unknowns, low places, the depths of which I can't predict, high places, the demands of which I can't anticipate? What do I fear? And will I step forth nonetheless? Will I continue giving myself to the pull that would call me forth from myself into myself? In all questions, let's hold this scenario in our mind's awareness, allowing it simply to be. We need neither accept nor reject the scenario, for the scenario itself is impermanent, transitory. Let's hold it in our mind's awareness, knowing that it presents itself as the symbolic Thursday in a hero's journey that promises to carry us into, through, and at long last beyond even its transformations and elevations into new life. Let's hold it in our mind's awareness as we say to the very soul of us, welcome to Thursday.
Within the silence, I heard a voice gently ask me to let go. Suddenly I knew I had a choice about the way my life would go. He said, come with me, give me all your guilt and fear. Trust me with all of your pain. And from that day, when you give it all away, your life will never be the same. I have followed that voice the best that I could, and it's brought me graciously this far. I know this day my life will be as it should. The light of Christ in me will outshine every star. He said, come with me, Give me all your guilt and fear. Trust me with all of your pain. And on that day, I gave it all away. My life has never been the same. So listen now, you know you can hear it too. Just stay still a little while and let God's voice sing a song of gratitude. And you will hear how much your Father loves his child. He says, come with me, give me all your doubt and fear. Trust me with all of your pain. And from that day, when you give it all away, your life will never be the same. Yes, on that day, when we all give it away, our light will glorify God's name.